Hiya friends, my name is Bill. You're watching Bill's Box of Sound. So, I was recently on vacation and we're flying up from Fort Lauderdale. Had to stop in Atlanta and I'm pulling up my phone and checking out some stuff on it while I'm waiting in line to get into a restaurant. And I see that there is an estate sale in my area that's going to be happening on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm thinking, this is interesting. And I'm going through, flipping by the pictures, and it's like, damn, this guy was a vinyl collector. Whoa, this guy was an audiophile. Shit, this guy had a lot of stuff. So, it's like, well, it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm already on vacation. Why not go? So, I've never been to an estate sale before. And by the way, if you want to know where I went on my vacation, I went on a 5-day cruise with Royal Caribbean in Haiti and Jamaica. Had a great time. Drank way too much, more than I usually drink, because I'm not a big drinker, but had a lot of fun. And the missus had a lot of fun too. Good old Camera One. She was there, right there with me. So yeah, tomorrow back to the day job to see what happens there. But anyway, about this estate sale. So, the first day was on a Friday, and the sale was going to take place between 4 and 6 p.m., 2 hours only. So, I get there, and there's about 60 people in line. And we had traveled from Florida, which was like 70-degree weather, to Cleveland, which is 20-degree weather. There's snow on the ground. It's windy. It's brutally cold. So it was quite a change. But I went and I went through, and there was a lot of vinyl, mostly jazz and classical, very few pop titles, if any. And some of the stuff was really priced in the stratosphere. Like there was a Bill Evans live album, the one that was recently a Mobile Fidelity One Step, that was a Analog Productions 2LP 45 RPM, and they had priced it at $300. Whoa, forget it. No, that was ridiculous. But they did have some classic records, 45 RPM one-sided records, which were very interesting. So I went through and I found some good things. So let me show you what I found and how much I paid for each one. Start with this, Stan Getz, João Gilberto. And this album is extremely popular, but this is obviously a used copy, the regular copy, but it's cleaned nicely, a little bit noisy, but it's in good condition. For $3, I'm not going to complain. I didn't have a copy of this, so I picked it up. Next was, for the price of only $6, how did they miss this one? They should have priced it much higher in the stratosphere. Check this out. 2-record set, Analog Productions, Riverside, Everybody Digs Bill Evans. And the vinyl quality is absolutely pristine. Can't wait to listen to this. Kept on going, and I found a Dunhill Compact Classics pressing for the price of only $2 of the first Phoebe Snow album. This was mastered by Steve Hoffman and Kevin Gray, as a lot of the earlier Analog Productions were. And this is 33 RPM, but I've got original of this, but I can't wait to hear this remastered version. Other things I found for $6. Archie Shepp and Horace Parland, Trouble in Mind. This is on Steeplechase. Came out in 1980, and it is in absolutely wonderful shape. On the Epic label, the Dave Bailey Quintet, 2 Feet in the Gutter. And this is, I've never heard this before and never seen this before. This is a reissue because it's got the old Epic logo on here. However, the label has like the 80s Epic label on it. So this was only $4. Oh, this one was a find. Now, this one cost me $24. And it's another early analog productions done on acoustic, mastered by Steve Hoffman and Kevin Gray. And it's the Johnny Griffin Quintet, the Carrie Dancers. Man, this thing sounds sweet. I listened to this last night. Oh man, the dynamics on this record. Holy cow. Very happy. And the other thing I picked up for $7 was a one-sided record from Classic Records. Right there, it says the 45 RPM special one-sided record of Respighi, The Pines of Rome, Fountain at the Trevi at midday. So this is the last side of a 4-record set, which is cut at 45 RPM by Bernie Grundman. On one side only with the shaded dog. This is from Classic Records. And the other side just says, this side, don't play it. There's nothing on it. But these things are great for checking your anti-skating. And also checking to see if anything's level. So, very happy to get that. And then I went downstairs to check out all the hi-fi equipment. Man, there was amplifiers, speakers, a sea of DACs. Yeah, digital to analog converters. So apparently this guy also collected CDs. There's a whole room of CDs, mostly classical, very few jazz, all pressed ridiculously low. It's a shame that these things are like that, but somebody got a good deal because a bunch of them were sold. Anyway, I saw a couple of subwoofers for like $60. Saw a PS Audio Sprout for only $250. Those things go new for $700. And there was some home theater stuff. And the one thing that I bought is, let's take a look. Let's turn this camera around here. Can't do that. This is a Disc Doctor, something that's sold on Audio Advisor, and this is one of the original ones, and it still works. So Bill always said he'd never buy a vacuum record cleaner, but you know, all things are meant to change. So I'm going to play around with that because it's like a $300 machine I only got for $100. So that was interesting. And then today was a record show. Went and bought some records for cheap. I finally now have a copy of Frank Zappa's Hot Rats on the Bizarre label. It's like, Bill, you just did a review of the Hot Rats box set. Why are you buying yet another copy of Hot Rats? Well, because it's got that label. And I didn't have a copy of it, so now I do. Frank Zappa, Hot Rats, the original version. Got a copy of Rush, A Farewell to Kings, because now I got to memorize this album. This one Rush album I did not have. I checked after Neil Peart passed away. And Primus is going to be touring this summer and playing that album in its entirety. Already bought tickets because it's on a Saturday night. I can go. Also got Johnny Griffin, You Leave Me Breathless. This is on the Black Lion label. This is from 1967 in Copenhagen. Love myself some Johnny Griffin. The Bud Freeman All-Stars featuring Shorty Baker on Swingville from the Prestige label. This is an OJC re-release, and it's in very good shape. What else did I get? Oh, I got Ella Fitzgerald sings the Rodgers and Hart Songbook. Very excited to get this. Look at those ancient sleeves. However, the vinyl is in extremely good condition. I haven't even cleaned that up yet. And look how clean it looks. Man, can't wait to check that out. So that was my Ella Fitzgerald score for today. Believe it or not, I don't have any other Ella Fitzgerald except for like a couple of digital recordings of some Christmas songs. So very happy to get moving on that. All right, the last three things I'm going to show you from that are some Branford Marsalis records. I like Wynton Marsalis, but I dig Branford just a bit more. I don't know. He is a bit more of the essence of jazz. Wynton's the historian, Branford's the player. And I got 3 great albums by him. Renaissance, which I already have on CD. I've got Scenes in the City. And this third one, Random Abstract. Very happy to get these albums by Branford Marsalis, who I really dig. And then I thought, you know what? Today's the last day of that estate sale. Why don't I go back and see what's there, if anything? Well, there was still a lot of stuff left. That Bill Evans live album was still there, and it was still priced $300. But I said, is stuff still the same price? And they said, oh no, everything is half off today. So it's like, well, $300, still $150. I don't want it. I've got an OJC, which I love, of that album just fine. Let me see if I've got that album handy here. Ah, here it is. Bill Evans Trio, Sunday at the Village Vanguard. This is the one that was still there for $300 as a Analog Productions 45 RPM, but this is an OJC copy that I have. I wasn't going to pay $300. I wasn't going to pay $150 for it, but there was still a lot of stuff left, so I did get a few things, including an Oscar Pettiford Bethlehem 10-inch, which was priced at $15. I got it for $7. I got a living stereo cut by Bernie Grundman of Mahler's Symphony No. 4 with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra and Fritz Reiner. And I believe that this is a Classic Records release. For only $3, Illinois Jacket with Kenny Burrell, Desert Winds. This is on the Alto label, or Alto Analog, from 1998 was the reissue, but this was recorded in 1964 on Chess. So very cool. This was recorded at Rudy Van Gelder's studio. Very, very happy to get this and to listen to it. And I got 2 out of 3 of the all-night session with Hampton Hawes Quartet. And got volumes 2 and 3. Now I got to find number 1 to complete this set. These were only $2 a piece. And these are OJC versions of these. Recorded in 1958 on Contemporary Records. So that's what I got recently. So stay tuned, more videos to come. Probably going to do something about the Frank Zappa Roxy albums. And I'm going to do some stuff concerning that disc doctor machine that I got. Because I don't see enough videos about that. And, you know, now I can only clean my records when the wife is out of the house because that vacuum is just too damn loud. So, hey, I had a great time. Hope you did too. Go listen to a record, go listen to some music. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And later.